Hi guys, this is Ratchet and we are playing Criminal Case Supernatural Investigations, Case 2, One Bigfoot in the Grave. Let's allow chapter 3 and Luke has a skull stuck on his head. Ah! Something fell on me! It's like a big skull or something. Help me, Katrina. Oh no, my confabulous majesticus cranium. Mr. Wexler, you gotta help me. It's stuck. Don't scream too much. The extra row of teeth behind the nasal cavity is very sharp. The extra what? Just sit down nice and easy. We'll get this removed. Alright. Alright, fooled. Phew. What a relief to have that thing off my head. I do apologize for that. It would have broken on the floor if you weren't there to catch it. I'll be sure to hang it more securely this time. You do that. Before I'm attacked by something else from your collection, Katarina and I are off to the crime scene. Yeah. Well, that's over for you. Of course I was pulling, we're not going to break something... a skull of an animal. An ancient animal, probably. Ooh, somebody set a bear trap. A cup of tea, who drank from it? Katrina, that trap is gigantic. You don't think... was that meant for Bigfoot? We should send it to the lab, but first we should unlock it from that tree. Can you do it, Katrina? I already had one accident with a toothy object today. Don't worry, I'll do it. Wait, what is this? What is in this teacup? It looks like... well, let's collect the sample and find out. Looks like blood. I saw her drop a postcard here. It says, about our Bigfoot problem. What could that mean? We better recover the rest of the text. Let's get to work on these clues. We're not out of the woods yet. Yeah. Perfect, Katrina. You attached the trap from the tree. Let's have Hope take a look at it. Okay. Okay, you take a look at that. And now let's collect this from the teacup. Looks like blood to me. Great, now we can look at this suspiciously blood-like sample we got from the teacup under the microscope. Okay. Okay, now let's dust this postcard. It's worse than I thought, but don't worry, I'm taking care of it. Oh. Okay, so the full text of the postcard says, about our Bigfoot problem, it's worse than I thought. But don't worry, I'm taking care of it. Who would have written this? The address is for Bumpy the Night Books in New York City. Ah, Bumpy the Night Books is Arthur Darkwood's publisher. This postcard is from him. Let's go talk to Mr. Darkwood about this Bigfoot problem. And remember, we are pretending to be his fans. We shouldn't have. Okay, now the sample. What, those virus molecules? Bigfoot blood. Ah, sure. Katria, the stuff in that teacup was Bigfoot's blood. Bigfoot blood. The blood being in the teacup means someone was gonna drink it. And the only people I know who drink blood around here are vampires. We have one vampire on our suspect list. That means the cup belonged to Bigfoot's alleged vampire friend Bathsheba. Let's see what she has to say about this. Yeah. Okay, let's first talk to this guy. Mr. Darkwood, we found this postcard you wrote. What did you mean when you say Bigfoot problem? Well, the problem started with my latest book, which depicts Bigfoot as a slavering beast. But on release, fans immediately took to the forums to denounce the book as cruel to the image of Bigfoot. Many vowed to stop reading my work. So my publisher arranged a stunt to have me go into the woods to research Bigfoot. I scoffed at the idea since I believed Bigfoot were mere fiction. But my publisher threatened to drop me if I didn't go. So I reluctantly packed up my insect spray and trail mix and came to Oregon. And on an innocent walk through the woods, I actually saw a Bigfoot. I couldn't believe my eyes, and the fans had been right. The creature is gentle as can be. Then I realized if Bigfoot were ever exposed as being real and gentle, my career could dissolve before my eyes. So, how did you take care of your Bigfoot problem? Well, I have to revise my series to make the evil Bigfoot in it an anomaly to keep my readership. But reworking the entire series will take months. I'm not looking forward to it. In fact, I better get back to my outlining. Oh. So it's all about the book. Alright, now let's go talk to Bathsheba. Hello again, Katrina. Will you be friends with me now? Hoppity hoppity hop, we dance until we drop. No. Let's not. I must say you're not what I'm used to in vampires. I have more imagination than my brothers and sisters. And even Daddy Aculus. I can see things that aren't there. How fun. I just imagined that I was eating marmalade scones, even though I only have this trailer mixy out and Trixie. But I take a bite and get sconesy delight. Well, did you find Bigfoot blood delightful too? And did you have to fight Biggie to get it? What? No, he gave it to me. I never would have hurt Biggie. Your mean chief says vampires can't have human blood, but other animal blood is so icky. But Biggie is closer to a human, and he was nice and gave me his blood to drink. If we find out you took advantage of Bigfoot's generosity, our mean chief will have a word with you. Oh, you only eat trail mix. Let's check out this iron chain trap. Who put it? So, Luke, Felix tells me that when you're in your trailer, you mostly do supernatural research and clean your guns. Not a party type, are you? No. Is that a problem? No, I like it. Keep being serious about the job and you'll go far. Heh, thanks. Anyway, what can you tell us about the huge trap Katrina found? Well, the trap was custom built. The jaws are made especially wide to accommodate a Bigfoot. So now the question is, who ordered this custom trap? Well, I matched the trap serial number to a purchase order made out by one Darius Wexler. Oh, the curator. Mr. Wexler, the museum curator. A trap doesn't exactly match his whole respect to Bigfoot attitude he had earlier. Let's see what's up with that. Yeah. You wanted to trap Bigfoot. Mr. Wexler, you had us believe you respected Bigfoot, but we just found out about a trap you set up in the woods. Care to comment? Who told you that? Who is your source? Okay, I admit it. I set the trap. But I am old and haunted by the thought of leaving this life without having witnessed the majesty of a Bigfoot walking the forest. I assure you, Katrina, despite how this looks, I'm an environmentalist. I only use insect repellent when absolutely necessary. The trail mix I eat is palm oil free and my hiking boots are fox leather. Well, if your trap had worked, you'd only have succeeded in seeing a much less majestic Bigfoot limp through the woods. Forgive me, Katrina. It was a desperate act of an impatient old man. Please don't publish this in your gazette. It will ruin my reputation. We'll see about that. Katrina, just hours ago we found a dead creature that had only appeared before in blurry photos. And now it's clear plenty of people had seen Bigfoot and some even wanted him dead. His supposed protector, Mr. Wexler, got so impatient to meet the Bigfoot that he put out a giant trap to force an encounter. Then there's Mr. Darkfoot, who wrote a novel about Bigfoot being a bloodthirsty beast and had to change everything when he found out that the opposite was true. And if Bigfoot is truly kind, maybe Ratchet was telling the truth when she said he voluntarily gave her his blood to drink. But she's a little lonely. I have trouble believing anything she says. I feel like we're so close, but the outlines of this murder are still unclear. Hey, you're right. We know the killer went to the cave bar. Let's check it out. Yeah. So turns out everybody knew about Bigfoot and that they exist. Okay, let's investigate the bar again. You think putting that torn wrapper back together will help the case, Katrina? You're a crime expert, go for it. Meanwhile, I wonder if the killer hid anything in this crate of bottles. Let's take a look. We still haven't found a murder weapon. Okay, let's restore this. Katrina, you're right to pick up that torn wrapper. It's for trail mix. That means it could be our killers. Let's send it to Priya. Okay. Alright, now let's look through the bottles. And the rock is the murder weapon. Oh wow, Katrina, look at that bloody rock. This might be the murder weapon. I mean, why else would it be hidden on those bottles? Let's send it to the lab. Send it to the lab. Wow. Let's just send it. Is there something left on the trail mix bag? Oh, hi Katrina. Sorry, I'm just reserving some time at the spa tomorrow. We've been busy on the move and I need to unwind. A massage or a mud bath or even just a facial peel. A facial peel? That doesn't sound relaxing. Well, when you're also getting a foot massage and drinking cucumber water, it is the pinnacle of relaxation. I think before I walk in the woods with a bag of trail mix. Speaking of, did that trail mix bag Katrina found belong to Bigfoot's killer? Yes, I found traces of bug spray left on the plastic by your killer. Then, analyzing the material inside the bag, I found facial hairs. Which means your killer has facial hair. Things are about to get hairy for Bigfoot's killer, Katrina. That's right. And is this rock our murder weapon? You know, Katrina, until you arrived, Luke and I were the newest additions to the team. It's nice to see that we are all settling in nicely. Well, you and Katrina can rest easy, but I'm still on probation. I'm sure that'll be over soon. You're doing so well. You found a murder weapon. It's got Bigfoot's blood all over it. Yes? Oh, Katrina, we're so close to solving this case. Also, there were fibers stuck to the rock, and when I cleaned the blood from them, those fibers showed a dye pattern for plaid clothing. Of course, Bigfoot didn't wear clothes, so that leaves your killer who definitely wears plaid. Okay, Katrina, we're on the lookout for a killer in plaid. Or is it the lumberjack? Alright, Katrina, let's go confront Bigfoot's killer. It's gotta be the lumberjack. Those are the stripes, not plaid. So it is the lumberjack. Is that all because he broke your equipment? And is there something more than that? Elwood Grimes, we know it was you who beat Bigfoot to death with a rock. What? You're crazy, kid. I'm a lumberjack. Why would I go up against a Bigfoot with a rock instead of my chainsaw? Well, he broke all your logging tools. You went to the museum to vent your anger, but that wasn't enough. So you followed his tracks through the woods and picked up a rock along the way to use when you found him. Who are you? The Bigfoot police? Close. We're supernatural hunters. We work to keep the peace among humans and the supernatural creatures of this world. And when a peaceful creature is murdered in cold blood, that's when we come a-knocking. Okay, I confess. I did it. But it's that Wexler's fault. I could have been killed. Oh? You mean Darius Wexler, the curator of the Bigfoot Museum in town? Yeah, him. After that animal busted all my tools, and I went to the museum to break something for myself. Wexler offered to pay for my replacement tools if I helped him catch Bigfoot. Oh. Catch or kill? Catch! He wanted it alive. I came out here to set up a trap, but I ran into the thing as soon as I got up here. It was all over me before I knew what was what, so I grabbed the closest thing I could reach, a rock, and just started pounding. Eventually it just slumped down in a big hairy pile, dead. I killed a Bigfoot. But this wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for Wexler. He's the one you want. But you're the one who struck a rock at Bigfoot. We'll worry about Wexler. But for now, you're coming with us. Our chief's gotta have a word with you. Mr. Grimes, your murder here has serious ramifications. You gotta believe me, I was only defending myself. This Bigfoot was one of a rare species, but there are others. And peaceful or not, they will be coming for you now that you killed one of them. You have to get out of town. Out of the state, even. What? Just like that? But my life is here. Well, your life won't be anywhere if you don't get out. And wherever you go, don't kill anything there. Oh dear. Katria, you did well in that Bigfoot investigation. What about me, sir? Did I do well too? Yeah, I guess you helped, okay? You still got a ways to go. Anyway, we have some loose ends. What about Mr. Wexler? He's the one who hired Mr. Grimes to trap Bigfoot in the first place. Wexler is your next assignment. That, and tracking down Mina and the vampire who kidnapped her. No time for lazing around. There's still work to do. Let's go. Yes, let's go. So it all comes down to the curator. Alright, we gotta stop here. We gotta continue playing in A Taste of Blood number 2. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!